My name is Katerina Ryan. I'm international business development manager for Monitoreal. So I have been for last 18 years probably I've been bringing new technologies and new brands to European partners. So I worked with all kinds of different technologies, lived in England, in the Netherlands, in Austria, in Italy, and now I'm based for the last 6 years in Croatia, so not very far from you. So the brand that I'm presenting today, it's called Monitoreal, so it's a company from Cyprus. So the company is rather new. The first product offering was in 2018. And now we're already on the second generation of the product, which is much more powerful, more interesting than the previous one. So what we're actually offering is this little box. I mean, it's huge on the screen. But actually it's this small. And what is interesting about this box is that you can connect 20 cameras to it. Could be any kind of cameras, so it could be IP, could be Wi-Fi, could be even connected to a DVR. And so basically we analyze the video locally on this box. We understand what kind of object it is. So at the moment there are 24 different objects, includes people, animals, cats, dogs, cows, sheep, horses, elephants, and transport means like cars, trucks, boats, ship, airplane, plus some other things like backpack, handbag, glass, so altogether 24 different objects. And basically, for us, it's not enough to just understand that it's an object. We offer you to make different kind of scenarios with these objects. Say, for example, I'm not interested just in a car recognition, but I'm interested in this area if the car has spent more than 5 minutes, and then I need an alert, and this alert you can get on your phone via an app or as a desktop app. Plus, we are introducing now also the software that allows to handle multiple locations and many units all in one application as well. So this device also has possibility of recording, so you can use it as a standalone, so just all cameras connected to device, recording on the device, and the verified alarms on your mobile app. You can also connect it to DVR, you connect it to NVR, or you can work in an integration environment where there are, I will tell you, there are more other possibilities. We also offer this Monitoreal relay. It's one of the few that we're offering. So the interesting part of it, about it, it's a POI relay, but it has 3 inputs, 3 outputs, and the outputs can be a mix. So it can be a mix of low voltage and high voltage. So on one relay, you can put something like lights, you can put alarms, or you can put gates, or whatever you need to make your system complete. This slide shows basically what you need to do to create this kind of scenario. So it's very straightforward. So you just take your basically camera, you make a zone which is inclusive or exclusive. You say which object and under which conditions. So you can have time, day of the week. There is also a calendar. You can also say, for example, I'm not interested in alarm if there is only one person coming to my house. I'm interested if there are 2 or 3 or I don't know, 10, whatever. You can also put the loitering. In this case, loitering is when somebody spends too much time where they're not supposed to be, and you can define how much time it is. And as a result, you can also send an audio notification. So if somebody is by your house and you can, or somewhere else you can say, you have to move out, or any other pre-recorded message, or the monitoring center just gets an alarm. There is alert on object appearance and also on object disappearance. And you can also get alert when the number of object changes. So I remember during COVID times there was a lot of need for this kind of analytics as well. That's an example. So in each camera, you can make as many zones as you need. So we don't have a limitation. For each zone, you can create your own rules, and they can be multiple rules connected together. And for each rule, you will have a separate alert. So in this picture, like the camera is like there in the corner. You have the side basically of the fence, the red one, and it's armed 24/7. So you don't want anybody to climb your fence, any time on any day of the week. But inside you have another zone where the cars are allowed to park, but not the other vehicles. And you have this third zone for with the green one where the truck is. So in that zone, normally nobody should be parking in the first place. But they have a problem that sometimes the trucks, they have to wait for papers, or they don't know where to go, and they stop there. So they want to receive an alert if it was a truck that stopped there, and trucks stopped there longer than 5 minutes. So that's basically an example of a scenario with multiple zones. When I mentioned that we also do integrations, so we have deeper integrations, like with the alarm handling softwares, like Security, Sentinel, Emacs, Patriot, Praxis, IBS. So there we are becoming part of the monitoring center. And in general, when Monitoreal device was created, it was created to verify alarms. So one of basically scenario that we are suggesting is adding Monitoreal to Jablotron scenario. In this case, so this is just a wire configuration. We are working with Jablotron, potentially having a deeper integration where we're just becoming part of their system completely. But in this case, basically you use Jablotron the usual way, like you normally would do. Just the additional benefit that we are offering is we verify their alarms. So basically you can make the same kind of scenarios when you want to see what, when you want to receive the video verification of the alarm. So that's basically just to illustrate how integration would be done in this case. Just to summarize what we are offering, so there is no cloud, there is nothing, it's analyzed directly on the device. And that's why we can offer real-time basically results. Our analytics works very fast in this case. That also means that there are no licenses. So you just buy the device, it supports 20 channels at the same time, all 20, that's a question which I get very often asked. There is recording on it, so you don't need any additional infrastructure. And basically that gives you the actual functionality. So where we are popular with our current customers, it's all kind of mobile deployment. So we also have a device specifically adjusted to specifically adjusted, so it has very low voltage. So it's 3.8 volts basically. only. So that's why it's very applicable for this kind of mobile applications. Of course, construction sites, because of the infrastructure that you need is very low, but it's I would say it's not only for construction sites, because when we compare, of course, our system is often compared to, let's say, other possible low-cost solutions. But in that case, you need a camera, you need somewhere to record this camera, and if you are really using like 20 channels of analytics, you have to have powerful hardware to process it. And in our case, it's just this little device that includes, basically doesn't need any licenses, and also doesn't consume a lot of electricity or take a lot of place. So moving around or connecting several sites to one device, that's also a possibility. Another kind of customer that likes to work with us is all kind of monitoring companies, but they use the device in different ways. So one of the ways is placing them at the end user, so and receiving already verified alarms, because that's one of the most received complaints, the quality of alarms, false alarms. So here you make the scenarios and receive already verified ones. Or indeed placing the device already at the monitoring center itself. And then we can talk about it being a separate source of information, or being integrated with the software that the monitoring center has. And the most probably asked for scenario is solar parks. The thing is that with solar parks, very often they don't even have the fence. And in that case, you basically face not only people, but also different animals coming there, and you want to have this information. Or there is a possibility that there are cameras there, but they don't have any analytics, or they have very basic analytics with lots of false alarms. And in that case, also very difficult to process this information. So Monitoreal offers the, let's say, the cheapest way to upgrade existing system without changing the cameras, changing the infrastructure, or just using the new software. Well, that was, I think what information which I also didn't mention is we do work with projects. So we work together with Stassinet basically on project protection, and we would be happy to help with any expertise or maybe additional requirements that you have for the project.
Thank you very much.